Deadbolt, Don Peoples. Let's talk about it. So we got to speak on this situation that's looking a little spooky with Bob Lee, the CEO and founder of Cash App, was fatally stabbed in San Francisco on Tuesday, and an horrific crime. Um, this is looking a little spooky, people. I mean, a lot of people are, probably under the assumption, oh, it's just a random attack. You know, what I try to tell people is nothing is random and nothing is by coincidence. Now, if you follow Mr. Bob Lee kind of was standing up for our freedoms when it came to certain things that the Fed was trying to employ on Cash App. Like, standing up and really going against the grain. So lo and behold, the feds now are introducing a new system to replace Cash App, and it's called Fed Now. And in order to get Mr. Lee to cooperate, they had to arrange you know, a random attack. Now we understand that San Francisco has crime, just like every other major city, you know, but it's just a coincidence that, Cash App, being its own digital currency, on your phone, um, was now, the CEO was standing up for a lot of stuff, and now all of a sudden he gets stabbed, and now the feds want to bring in a whole new system that obviously will be tracked and monitored by the IRS because it is an IRS system. So for y'all who've been living under a rock, we're moving away from cash, and sooner than later. I predict that we could be cashless this year, before the end of this year. And the feds are pulling out all the stops to now secure platforms and get all the infrastructure together for when they pull the plug. And see, the plug is about to get pulled. So I think the people who are resisting will just be took out and removed or eliminated from the equation. And I think Mr. Bob Lee was just one of those people. Um, for him to get took out now, I can expect Cash App to be making a lot of changes because the feds already had somebody in the building ready to take over. So Cash App's going to make a lot of changes, and I think it's all probably going to be absorbed under this new Fed Now instant payment system that's going to be introduced here in July. Um, it's looking terrible, people. We have now let the federal government, which is no more federal than Federal Express, take over every facet of our lives. Um, we have to prepare. We will be going cashless. I don't know if they're going to let you trade in your money, or if they're going to just wipe it out altogether like they did in Venezuela. I mean, it's looking bad. And I think it's time for like minded people to get together to think of some type of system that we can use to replace this falling currency because it's coming. And if we go with the flow of the fall, we're going to go into hysteria. We're going to panic. We're going to rob, kill, and steal from each other instead of organizing and going after the source. And it's sad that we keep letting good people, man, who stand up for the right get murdered, and then we just write it off to whatever the narrative is. Like, believe it or not, Cash App is one of the best ways to move money without it being tracked, so to speak. Now you can expect your money to be tracked on all angles when you're dealing on the online space. So I want to hear what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all feel like this was just a random murder, a random act of violence? Or do you side on the side I'm on? Do you feel like Mr. Bob Lee was a sacrifice because he was in the way of what the Fed is trying to accomplish, which is making us all broke, all poor, and taking every bit of cash that you have and converting it or getting rid of it for the new CBDC. But I want to hear what y'all got to say, man. Y'all get in the comment box. Y'all like, subscribe, share, hit the notification tab so y'all can tap in every time I drop a video. It's your boy Don Peoples. Deadbolt. Gone.